Holy cow. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on with this. Like, what the heck? Testing, testing. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, same. It's and like it showed me like what I see on my camera, and I was moving, so I was like, okay, it's clearly capturing everything. But then it just went back to the loading screen. I'm like, great. Well, might just be I have a weak computer. I'm cool with that. All right. And again, I apologize for that. All right. So let me get what set I'm gonna build. Hmm. Well, you. All right. Let me get input from your chat. I have. I decided to go with some smaller sets. So I have a Disney, a Marvel, a Star Wars, and a DC set. Tell them to vote. If they can hear. I don't even know. Can they hear me? Or just you? Okay. So go ahead. I will take the. I don't know. First three. First one to get 3 votes. I have a Marvel, a DC, a Disney, and a Star Wars set. Meanwhile, I'm going to play with some lights because it can be brighter in here. You still there? Yeah, yes. Sorry, I just got quiet. I was like, oh no. Much better. Okay. Well, if it's just a DC, I will build a DC. So we have here a Batman set with Catwoman, and they are on motorcycles. 149 pieces. Smaller set. How many pieces is Dobby? Did it disconnect? Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Well, yes. Alright. Okay. And 1 vote for DC. I thought I heard DC in there. No, alright, alright. You know what? I'll go with the Disney set. That's a fun set anyway. So if anyone's over on my channel. I'll just show it to the camera here. It is a Disney Train Parade set. It's a 4+ set, 200 pieces. And I mainly bought it for the minifigures because there's like some really awesome characters in here, but it's also just a really nice set for the Disney 100 celebration. How many pieces is Dobby? Are you gonna be knolling, as they say? Knolling means you separate your pieces out before you start building. Sometimes, but most of the time it's just dump out the pieces and build. Alright, let's see what we got in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 5 total bags. This is weird. I haven't seen one like this before, so I mean, I've seen ones with different instruction booklets, but this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 different instruction. No, 5 different instruction booklets. Oh, okay, so it's one for each bag. That's interesting. And I'm looking at the pictures here, and okay, so it basically is meant to look like a giant parade train, and each cart is a different for different characters, and each booklet is going to build one section of the train. So I see what they're doing. But yeah, they still could have just put it all in one book. Starting off here, just my camera. Yeah, I don't think a MacBook Air was meant to stream like this. But meanwhile, let me put your stream up so I can at least watch what you're building. It's really only one camera. I mean, the other one is the one built in to the MacBook Air, which is not very good quality. And I want it to focus on the build, so the better resolution camera is going to be focusing on that. And I'm already really liking this because I got a little Mickey minifigure. He's got a little conductor's outfit. Yeah, that happens. Oh, that is fantastic. I just realized this set does not have any stickers. Stickers are like one of the banes of building Lego. No, that's not bad. Does it come with a brick separator? The set. With an orange brick separator, a little like orange tool. Nah, if you dump the box, that's weird. I mean, it's not a large set, but I would expect a set like that to come with one. Here, let me grab one. One of these things. No, yeah, I would like once you get a lot, you think about it, but then there's always going to be a time when like you need one and then you don't have one because like I've literally seen ones that are just so chewed up from I mean doing their job from separating hard pieces, but then and you want to throw it away, but you still need another one. There we go. All right. Now I have your stream up. I can watch. That's good. Oh, check this one out. Check this little Mickey brick out. Oop. Come on, camera. There we go. Mickey gets a little balloon. Focus. Focus. There you go. Oh yeah, so as I was saying, like the thing about like stickers, like Lego builders tend to prefer printed pieces, kind of like this one right here I'm going to show on my screen. So like that design is actually printed onto the brick. It's not a sticker that you have to attach, which makes it a lot easier. Right. You can use the brick separator for that too. You like put one end of the sticker on, and then the other end you put it on the brick, and then just kind of use the separator to just like lay it flat. No, same, but like it's like when you follow creators that do Lego, it's like you learn some tricks. Let's see if I can get a better view here. Ah, there we go. This one. He is a free elf now. He's not built, but he's free. Okay, so now... Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. So this is, like, all the Lego sets have, like, a certain age that they are intended for, and this is a 4+ set. And that makes sense because some of the pages in this book, let me see if I can show it on my camera. They literally is just to show you what pieces to grab before, on the other end, actually putting it together. So the my favorite build?
If you have one.
It's probably more not for the building aspect of it, just because like it's pretty iconic, and that would be the Millennium Falcon. But that is a set that I got a long time ago, probably early 2000s. But then when it was in storage for a long time, a lot of my Lego was in storage, and I had been recently taking them out, cleaning them off, and gonna put them on display in my collection area. And then, shoot, what is this? Oh, okay, that goes there. So I had been, some of them were like just really dusty and a lot of dirt caked on them, so I decided to take them apart, wash the bricks, and then put them back together. So I got to rebuild that, which was a lot of fun.
Crap. See, so you keep...
No, online. I definitely don't have that booklet anymore. Yeah, it's a big help, especially like there are sets that like people want that maybe like they got into Lego later on and that set is like retired, not sold anymore. You can, only like eBay selling it for a big markup or something. And what they do is like they'll buy pieces individually and then just go to the instructions and we'll put it together. They didn't have to buy the set as a set. It's like if you're doing that, you're probably doing it for collecting purposes. Like you want the box for the art, you want the instruction booklet and stuff. But if you just want what it's going to end up being, yeah, just piece it out. There's plenty of ways to do that. Yeah, I follow a lot of people that do that, and like there's a lot of people who like, I'm not in Lego for the sets. Like I could not care less about sets. I want to have all my pieces and build whatever I want, which is like, hey, that's a good thing. That's a really creative that you can do that. There's another Lego term. It's called mocking. MOC, it stands for my own creation, which, and self-explanatory, just means you build something yourself. might surprise yourself. Just find something that. Where'd that piece go? There it goes. Just find something that you're like really passionate about and you want to see come to life. That's what I did. Let me grab something really quick. So I follow someone named Kate. She goes by Brick Huntress on Instagram, and every month she holds this like a challenge. Like there'll be a theme, and then you can submit your builds. Everyone who submits a build is entered into a giveaway, but it's not really meant for that. It's just meant to show off the creativity in the Lego community. And she did one this year for Disney 100. So I decided to kind of get into it and try some mocking. Here's enough. Okay, I'm gonna be explaining a lot. I feel like I'm gonna be explaining a lot, but there's these things called Lego habitats, and you just build. There's these. You just build them on a little 8x8 plate. Try to build. You're just gonna build like a little scene. Put some decorations, other pieces for decorations. Put a figure or two in there to kind of make it come to life. So since it was Disney 100, and I love Star Wars, I wanted to kind of combine those two. So I have this one. If anyone is gonna see it on the camera on my stream, oh come on, focus up. I don't know if you can tell what this is. Let's see. No problem. Oh, really? Okay. That's just great. It's alright, but basically what I did was I created these little Lego habitats of the 3 Star Wars rides in the Disney parks. So, and I built them in order and kind of put them in order when I stacked them, because that's another thing, they're meant to be kind of stacked together. So I have one of Star Tours. So I have my little C-3PO figure. I put Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul just for fun in there. But I have a little hinge part where the seats can move back and forth, because that's what happens on Star Tours. Put in some little pieces to make it look like buttons and screens. Yeah. I was happy with how that one came out. Then I made one of Smuggler's Run, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and I was happy that I had this set from. I know I got it for my birthday. I just don't know when, but it was probably a while back, and it came with a figure of Hondo Ohnaka from Star Wars Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, and of course he's the main character there on the Smuggler's Run ride. So I was able to kind of complete it there, but this one was like a little easier to build just because when you walk in there, like you've been on that ride, correct? I don't want to assume anything. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, so Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, you're kind of going into this. It's supposed to be like a shipping company run by this space pirate Hondo Ohnaka. So everything's rusty, nothing kind of matches. So really, I just had to get a bunch of gray bricks, even if they didn't match, just kind of put it together. Add some little computer pieces because he's sitting at a computer. And then the last one was Rise of the Resistance. I like Hondo, yeah. And then the Rise of the Resistance one. Again, that one was pretty simple too because you're going into a cave, so it's all kind of one color, so I just had to get a bunch of tan pieces. And then I already had a Rey figure and a BB-8 figure. Stick them in there again with some pieces that kind of look like different monitors and computers and panels, and came together pretty well. Because that was the thing. I was messaging one of my Instagram friends, and I was telling him, like, can you tell what this is? That will be my bar for how good I'm doing right now. And I know he loves and I know he loves Disney and Star Wars, so I was like, he would be able to tell what these are, if at all. And he was, so it all worked out. Alright, this first bag is done. Got a little train with the engine, these nice gold wheels, this little Mickey design, and a Mickey brick on the front. I'm really liking how that is. No, again, this is a 4+ set. So this yeah, bag 1 was not very many pieces at all. All right, let's go on to bag number 2 here. Extra pieces. I mean, what do you mean by like a lot? Because I never think I have a lot. Maybe like 5, if it's like. Okay, yeah. That's fine. No, yeah, because, and this is only something I recently learned, is like, when like the machines are putting the pieces and sealing the bags, it's actually by weight. So like, if it's, you know, a bag's supposed to be, I don't know, 10 ounces of pieces, and it just comes out like that, like, sure, there might be an extra piece in there that makes it 10.2, but it's like, hey, that's fine, send it out. Yeah. But it also means, but a lot of times you can tell when it's an important piece. Like I just opened this bag and I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, a 1x10 kind of light blue tile piece here, or rather a plate, and I know if I have one of these left over, I messed something up, because these obviously are supposed to be kind of prominent pieces. Alright, so here's another minifigure. We got Tinkerbell. Focus, camera. There she is. She comes with like these little transparent pieces for wings that look really cool. I mean, the only thing about it, I guess you could say, is like, she's a regular size minifig, when, you know, obviously she's tiny. So like, another figure that comes in this set is Peter Pan, so she's going to be the same size as Peter Pan. They do have I don't know exactly what they're called. I want to say they're called micro figures, and they're like teeny tiny, like a regular size figure could hold it in its hand. and I know they do it for Ant-Man in the Marvel sets. Um, they I have a I have another set I haven't built of Obi-Wan Kenobi's hut. After he gets Luke away from the Sand People, takes him back to his house, and then that's where we get the message from Princess Leia. And so it has a little transparent blue figure of Princess Leia because it's from the hologram of R2D2. What is this? Okay, this is a balloon. Who else gets a balloon? Tinkerbell gets a balloon. So I'm guessing you've been to Universal more for Harry Potter stuff? Oh, really? Okay. I've never been to Universal Orlando. I have not been to Universal Orlando. I've only been to Universal Studios out in Hollywood. Oh yeah. I usually go with family, so it's like, we're all pooling money together for this kind of stuff. I think the plan this year is to go to Disneyland. Well, I'm going to Disneyland in November for my birthday. And then I think the family wants to go to Walt Disney World for New Year's. So that'll be November, December. So that'll be November, December, yeah. Back to back. And I think we want to, I still need to talk to them and see exactly how we plan it out, but I think the plan is to go to also Universal Orlando out there, because I've never been. I'd like to go. Oh, for sure. That's always a lot of fun, especially because a lot of the shops will have unique items that you can only find in that shop. Where does this one? Okay, this one goes right here. I mean, that's why I love going out to Disneyland and Disney World, because even then there's different merchandise. And living in Texas, it's easy to, being right in the middle, it's easy to go back and forth. Yes, it's going to be up in the Dallas area. Did the Disney, what's it called? The Disney Animation Immersive Experience come to a town near you? Do you? Oh, that sounds awesome. I'd love to see that. Yeah, my small town doesn't get much of anything. I have to go to bigger cities. But yeah, we had so I went to San Antonio for the Disney animation immersive experience. That's like really cool, and it's put on by this company. I had seen some other stuff they did. They did something called Immersive Van Gogh, and basically what they do is you enter this like whole huge room with screens floor to ceiling and all around you, and they play Disney songs and Disney scenes from Disney movies, and it just feels like, you know, immersive because all the screens are surrounding you. And then they do some other elements, like when they play under the sea, they start spraying bubbles everywhere. Yes. Okay, and this goes right here. Oh, this is nice. So Peter Pan's little parade float car, he's obviously on a pirate ship, so I get this little cloth piece with the Jolly Roger symbol on it. Slips onto this. And that is bag 2. Give a little shot close up to the camera there. And then it connects to the Mickey one right there. Any extra pieces? No, not in this one. But yeah, I've been to so we typically like to alternate Disneyland, Disney World, or just East Coast, West Coast in general, because we've been to other places, taking trips to New York and San Francisco and other places like that. So I've been to Universal Hollywood actually twice, and just still haven't made it out to Universal Orlando. But hopefully that'll change, because I know that, because I mean, this is like my whole content creation and like collectible thing is all around the movies. So going out to Universal Studios Hollywood and actually getting to see where they film movies, that was just so cool to see those lots. But what I'm really excited to see out in Orlando is obviously the Wizarding World, just because like the one in Hollywood is just a lot smaller. They kind of combine segments of Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, whereas I know Orlando kind of gives them their own separate sections. Yes. Yeah, that looks awesome. Another minifigure here. We got Woody with his little guitar. If this camera would focus. There we go. Oh, better. Nice. He gets a little guitar. That's cool. And then as far as like the comparison between Disneyland and Disney World, it's like it's hard just because Disneyland packs in more rides, or at least the same amount of rides. I don't know exactly if it's more or a little bit less, but almost the same in 2 parks, whereas Walt Disney World has it separated throughout all 4. And then, of course, what people like about Disneyland is like, yeah, it's 2 parks, but they're right across from each other. You can just walk across the little promenade there to get to the next one. Almost dropped a piece. Oh, there it is. We get another nice printed piece right here for Woody's train car. Come on, there we go. It says Sheriff. It's got his little star badge there, and that'll clip on right here. Nice. What is this? Oh, this is interesting. Oh, it's supposed to be a cactus. Okay. So this just goes. And then I don't know if this is gonna focus in, but got this tiny little flower piece. And then of course that goes on top of the cactus. Yay! And what did that consist of? Like, I'm trying to toggle back. Yeah. He's a skinny little elf. Seven small pieces? Yeah, I think that's fine. What is this supposed to be? Okay, for some reason, I have this little sheriff badge piece. It's a little gold star, and it's telling me put it into the barrel and then attach that to the train car. But what is the point of having a star in the barrel if you're not going to see it? Like his badge is there on the figure, like it's printed onto his torso. So I'm not sure what the point is having it in the barrel. But you know what? And the thing is, I do have extra pieces. I have an extra little sheriff badge star piece and an extra little pink flower piece. Attach the wheels. Attach Woody to the center there. His guitar. And that'll be bag 3. Hold this up to the camera here. Yeah, he's supposed to spin on this little stage. Yeah, can you see that? Bag number 4. When people say that like they can't build a Lego set without like separating pieces, I just show them like, I don't know if your instruction booklet has the same, but like the first page always shows like the bag number, ripping it open, and then like a little cartoon hand dumping it on the floor or dumping it out. It's like, it's literally telling you dump out the pieces and build. It does not say to separate them. And you see, some people like that. Some people like, they paid X amount of dollars for a set. They want it to be a longer building experience. And some people find it relaxing. So, all right, next figure is Moana. And I love, because this is something Lego will do for some characters and not others, and I understand why. Like, if I hold up this Peter Pan figure, he's just got green legs. There's nothing to it. But for Moana, obviously she has that Polynesian-inspired outfit, so she's got printing on her torso, printing on her legs, printing on the back as well. It's always really impressive to see all those little details. And then she does have her little oar that Maui signs. When you use a bird to write, it's called tweeting. Oh, okay. You see, this actually makes sense when they're telling me to do this, because I see what this is supposed to be. Let me put it together real quick, and then I'll show the camera. For San Diego? Yeah. Oh, I hadn't seen that. That's nice. Yeah, this year for San Diego Comic Con, the only one that really interested me was Little Princess Leia from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Yeah. Yeah, I usually hold out on Entertainment Earth just because it never seems like they sell out, and I'm usually gonna wait for like a free shipping promotion. All right. So let me hold this up to the camera. Hopefully it focuses. How do I enlarge this? Ah, much better. I can see. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Why is it so blurry? Aha, okay, okay. So we have this little box right here with a little purple flower on top. And it told me to put a little green piece in it, and that makes sense, because that's the heart of Tafiti. And then you just kind of... Okay, what's next here? And I know some people will do like this thing where I've yet to see it in this set in particular, other than that sheriff badge going into the bucket. But like, if people are reading the instructions and they see like a certain piece is gonna get covered, they might just, and it's like a color or a shape that like they don't see very often or they might want for another purpose, then they'll just take it out and replace it with like a normal black piece or a normal gray piece or something. Which I get, like, if I had, like, if I hold this one up, these kind of like mint green pieces, and I knew they were gonna get covered, it's like, I'd rather replace them with like black or gray. It's like, this mint green is like a nice color that, again, you don't see very often. At least I don't. Oh man. Yep, yep. That's another thing I've learned in Lego. Like, people make up their like own names for pieces. Like, other than, let me see what I got here. No, no. Like anything that's like a thicker piece like that, that's a brick, and then you obviously denote it by its number. Like this would be a 1x2 brick. All the Ahsoka ones, all of them. L- like when those first got showed, like the Ghost was the first one showed, and then I was like, great. I didn't get the first one back in whenever Rebels was coming out, and so here's a new one. Still looks great. Comes with their auxiliary ship, the Phantom 2, um, and comes with Hera, comes with some other good figures. I like it. And then and then they show the Ahsoka ship, which obviously it comes with Ahsoka and Sabine, and it's like, yep, I'm gonna want that one too. And then they show the villains or the antagonist ship with another new kind of Republic ship called an E-wing, and it's like, yep, definitely gonna want that one. I think you had mentioned that, yeah. Nice. Here is bag number 4 completed. So we got this little island scene for Moana. We got this really nice transparent blue piece to make like a waterfall. And then we got a little Lego crab under there. Got some Lego. More like Hobbit feet. Oh my god. Hey, he needs to be stable. And we're coming up on the last bag here. Bag number 5, which is not a part of the train. Let me see. Let me look at the picture on the box. Oh, okay. That's interesting. And yet another minifigure. That was one of the main reasons I bought this set. I really wanted the minifigures. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's cool. I think, yeah, I have a lot of Anakin minifigs because when the prequels were coming out, and that was everywhere. That was Walmart, Target, Toys R Us when it was still around. So I have like, I'm pretty sure I have Anakin at every stage. Little Anakin from Episode 1, moody, angsty Anakin from Episode 2, long hair Anakin Episode 3, Clone Wars Anakin, and then obviously they've redone it because back then they were all still yellow faces and bodies, and then they did it to what are called flesh tones, which are regular human skin tones. So I have some Anakins like that, and again some that are still yellow. Here's the final minifig of this set. So I have a mini Minnie Mouse minifig for the last one of this set. And she comes with a little skirt. And I haven't seen this before, so her headpiece, I thought it was gonna. Obviously, she has a bow. I thought the bow was gonna be part of the headpiece. But she actually has a little hole in her head, and then you attach the bow separately. That's really nice. So in total, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minifigs canned in this set. That is really awesome. And you kind of span Disney a little bit. I mean, you have Woody, who's Pixar. You have Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, who are classic Disney, and then you have Moana, who's newer Disney. Another balloon, yellow balloon. Okay, you take this big green piece, attach this red piece. Oh, this is really cool. I do not have anything like this. I'm going to show it to the camera. So it's a little Lego cupcake. Oh yes, it goes up on a table. So it looks like Minnie is selling, you know, overpriced pastries like they do at Disney, while the parade is going by. That is, yeah. Because then, okay, so this is really cool. I have not seen this. So I saw this like little blue piece that like has these like kind of drippy type edges, and then it goes on top of a round white piece, so it looks like frosting dripping off a cake. And then that goes on the table next to the cupcake. Out in, that just reminds me, out in Disneyland they have what are called the Davy Crockett Explorer canoes. And it's literally that. I mean, you're getting a canoe with some other guests and a cast member, and you paddle around the little river they have there. And I really like it. I mean, a lot of people say like, oh no, like, that's a workout. I don't want to work out on vacation, but I thought it was really fun. I enjoyed myself on that ride. And then the cast members, they kind of act like the ones on the Jungle Cruise, where they're kind of joking with you the whole time and cracking little one-liners now and then. And so there was this like section where you pass by some statues of Native Americans, and one, I think he's holding up like a flute. You just see like a stick in his hand, and the cast member's like, look, he's saying it is a churro. I can take this to the mainland and sell it for $5. Which is like, yep, that's definitely what happens. It only costs like a couple cents to make. And with that, this set is complete. I'll hold this one up to the camera to show. How many pieces was this bag? This was not many at all. Yeah, it does, I don't have an exact count, but it was not many. It was just this little piece to make like a flat piece for the table, the two little pastries, and then like a little canopy to make it more look like a little pastry stand. Yeah, I don't think I have enough room on this one here, like on this camera, but I'll do my best right now. Maybe I can spread them out. Okay, so here, hey, how is this gonna go? Okay, there's Mickey. There is Peter Pan. Is it gonna show? Now I gotta scoot him over, don't I? And there is Sheriff Woody. And there is Moana. I'm really very happy with this set. So I'll probably put it on. So I'll definitely be rearranging some shelves to put it on because my top shelves are Disney Pixar, and I have a lot of 50th Walt Disney World 50th anniversary stuff. So I'll probably have to change that now that that's over to Disney 100. I've got a few more minutes before I do have to leave. I've never seen Harry Potter. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yes. Yes. I saw it on the picture, like, of the box for this set, for that Dobby set. Yeah, I knew it came with like the cake. Yeah, he drops on top of Aunt Marge. Do you have a place for like your extra pieces and stuff? What? Don't tell me that. Don't. I mean, put them in a box or somewhere, let them accumulate. I don't know if there's a store. Well, first of all, let me say, do you know what Half Price Books is? Okay, well, it's a used bookstore. They buy and sell movies, books, video games, comics, all kinds of stuff. And there's this chain of stores called Bricks and Minifigs, which I always like say it's the Lego version of Half Price Books, because they do the same thing. They buy and sell Lego. And I think they will buy bulk pieces, like for, I don't know, a penny a piece probably. But still, I mean, like, if somebody doesn't want them and like can make a few bucks off it, and builders who do want them can come in and grab them. Yeah. I've seen like videos of like vloggers going here, because I don't have one near me. The closest one would be like probably a good 5 hours away, and they go diving. Like, it's called bulk bin diving, because they literally have bins of bulk Lego, and they're not really sorted because, I mean, yeah, they're just random pieces. They kind of separate them into, by color and by other stuff, but for the most part, you're just kind of digging around in there. And people have looked around and found like a random printed piece of, like, I don't know, some like a Hogwarts or like Gryffindor on a black brick. Just, hey, that's cool. I like Harry Potter. I'll take that. Or the Republic, the Imperial logo on another tile. I'll take that. I like Star Wars. I could use that. But it's like people just throwing out Lego. They don't know what's in there. I guess right before I hop off, let me show off some of this stuff over here. What I got. So yeah, for the Disney 100, they have these mystery bags where you can mystery bags where like you just pull out whatever Disney minifig is in there. There's a total of 18. I do not have them all by a long shot, but I've been trying to get at least the ones I really, really want. So I'm going to show them off on my end if anyone can see them. So I have Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket was really cool because he comes with like a little umbrella. He's got his little top hat. Really nice printing on his torso for his little tuxedo. Then I got Robin Hood, which was like really cool that they went back to like some older classic movies. And he has a tail, like, you know how like on a minifig, obviously like the legs just click into the body, so you kind of have to, the tail kind of just wedges in between both of them as you click them together. Then he's got his little feather in his cap, he's got his little bow and arrow, really nice. I got Pinocchio. And he comes with Cleo the fish in a little printed piece. Again, good that that's not a sticker, it's actually on a little brick. And then people were saying, I believe that, and I believe it too, that this is the only minifig with a nose. Obviously, because it's Pinocchio. You gotta have that longer nose. I got Pocahontas, which I love Pocahontas, but I've gotten like 3 duplicates of her already. And it's like, so if anyone wants to trade for something else, like another Disney one or just something else, I'll be happy to do that. I have plenty of Pocahontas. She does come with like these colorful leaves, like from the Colors of the Wind song, so that's cool. But Cruella de Vil. This Cruella de Vil. I like the little hair piece because it has, you know, her black and white hair. It comes with a little Dalmatian figure. And then I got a duplicate of her, but that's okay.